I think there was a part of my father that believed that if he just wrote a good enough melody, that maybe he could heal the world with his notes.
Leonard Bernstein is perhaps the single most important musical figure in all of American classical music.
There were two things that he could not live without. One was people, and the other was art.
Well, the creative arts are the beating heart of our civilization.
When he was 8 or 9 years old, he just touched one key and knew immediately he could make music on the piano.
He really believed and was passionate about what he did, and he was willing to bring it, his love and his creativity, to everyone.
He was this incredible educator. The young people's concerts on TV, Norton lectures at Harvard, his books, all these different things that he did to share his knowledge with the world.
He was also a magnificent conductor, terrific pianist, and a great humanitarian.
Traditionally, conductors were very staid and very proper in their presentation. He let it all hang out.
President Kennedy, his embrace of a pluralistic society, his championing of civil rights, his championing of the arts.
Quran is the great Democrat, calling forth creative genius from every sector of society.
All of these things really spoke to our dad.
Let me only voice the hope and the promise that our National Cultural Center, when it does come into being, will embrace and encourage the creative arts, at least to the extent that it will deal with the performing arts.
Both my parents had this really personal connection to the Kennedy family. So he was devastated when President Kennedy was assassinated.
I hadn't been upstairs at the White House since the Kennedys, but I used to go a lot, and they were all there. The apparitions of them were all there. President and I sitting on the floor roaring with laughter after dinner. And it's just...
President Kennedy himself was so important to my father, and Mrs. Kennedy Onassis as well. And the fact that she asked him to write the piece to open the Kennedy Center was one of the great honors of his life, of course.
It was my honor 7 years ago to provide the inaugural work for the Kennedy Center, a theater piece called Mass.
The Kennedy Center was so important to my father.
All his life, my dad was working as hard as he could to make the world a better place.
The Kennedy Center is thrilled to launch the International Leonard Bernstein Nat 100 celebration with a very special year celebrating his life, legacy, and contributions to American culture.
We are very proud here at the Kennedy Center to be amongst the very first to be celebrating this iconic American artist who has changed our world, who has changed us individually, and who has changed us collectively, and of course the world of music. Most importantly and most meaningful to me is the fact that we have members of the Bernstein family here.
We've been excited for a number of years now, knowing that the Centennial was coming up, because it's this fantastic opportunity to remind the world of all the things that he was and did.
It begins today here at the Kennedy Center with this incredible Grammy exhibit. Just provides a little bit of a window onto an incredible legacy.
It's so fantastic to have this opportunity to share his legacy with a new generation of not only music lovers, but arts lovers and learners and people who are interested in social justice, and seeing all those combinations of things in his legacy.
That's already so many things to keep track of, and this exhibit has managed to keep track of all those things in this really beautiful exciting way.
The exhibit will certainly preach to the choir. There are people who have been Bernstein fans, who are baby boomers, who grew up with young people, who will love this and it'll bring back memories, and they'll reconnect with their love and respect of Leonard Bernstein.